Big Jeff, you go first because I'm going to destroy my iPad. You go first.
Well, if you have to say now, if he is essentially saying that if you believe the key was planted, you have an ability to sort of put that aside and look at the other things in the context of the murder. But the problem is that they've been arguing all along that if you you accuse the police of something like this, you do so at your peril. Now they're taking a giant step from where they were, in that it's possible for the police to plant just one little thing, which is going to extend the search warrant for another few days. But no, they were pristine on all these other things. Fine here, but pristine, or sorry, suspicious here, but fine just about everywhere else. Logically, it makes no sense. He's what did Kel say? It's a word salad. Yeah.
You also said a couple of other words too.
Yeah. That's what it is. Go ahead, Tony.
Well, put it this way. This is brilliant. This is a jaw dropper, right? So Strang actually was feeding him rope, right? Strang was saying, look, guys, the police, they're not going to plant evidence to try and convict somebody who's innocent. They're going to do it because they know they're guilty, right? So he fed him that line. Ken Kratz took the bait and said, hey, look, guys, yeah, I know the key looks fucking suspicious. Even I'm suspicious of that key. What? They just walk in, they shake, rattle, and roll a cabinet, and a key just happens to fall. Of course it's bullshit. Of course they planted it. But what Ken Kratz is saying is incredible. He's saying, don't worry about it. Please forgive these officers, right? They're just doing their duties. And as Big Jeff just alluded to, how can you now tell the difference between a piece of forensic evidence that was planted because the police thought he was guilty to any other piece of forensic evidence found on that property, including the RAV4, the cremains, right? So in other words, if you plant one thing, you have to assume that everything was planted, right? And how do we know that the actual crime scene, the proper crime scene, was at Cuss Road and in the quarry? And these guys were thinking, this is going to be a hard story to sell, to say, oh, yeah, Stephen attacked Teresa Horbach at Cuss Road. What? So what they do is they bring everything back and they put it on his property and say, oh, my God, key, plates, cremains, electronics, yeah, it's all there. We're pointing at you, Steve. But Ken Kratz is now giving an out to people like Lenk and Colburn and asking for forgiveness. They didn't know what they were doing. They just wanted to, he's guilty. He did it. Don't worry about the key. You heard it. That's Ken Kratz. Unbelievable.
It's ludicrous, isn't it? It's just unbelievable.
And he says it in his book too. Same deal.